you very much. Like I told you, we have been recognized as the creative city of the world by UNESCO. And that means what we are doing since 16 years ago has really paid off. What have we done? We've been very creative about it. We brought to limelight the costume of the Nupes, which is now the identity of the Nupes. So you must have an identity if you really want to compete effectively in a cosmopolitan, multicultural, country like Nigeria or even in the world. That's why we had to promote this to the level where it is today. That when you see an average, like Honorable Fati said, these three colors are actually define us. Define us along the lines that even Nadel, of the Black Bazdan, they define the Nupes. He said they are great fishermen. Great fishermen means that you have the blue, like His Royal Highness, the Emir of Lafayette said, that we are found along the riverine areas. So we are great fishermen. That has been settled long time ago. We are also great farmers. That's why we have the green here. And we are industrials and fighters, like she said. That's why you have the right. So that's why we brought these three colors to the world. That so an average Nupe man, once you see him with this, he's telling you who he is. I'm a great fisherman, I'm a great farmer, I'm a great fighter.
We can also say that red stands for danger.
In a different understanding. And then what did we do again to make us to become creative is that we created Nupe Foundation. Nupe Foundation is an organization that is found wherever you find Nupe settlement. It has its chapter there, Nupe Foundation, so that we all come together to discuss, like you said, our political, socio-economic, progress and things like that. So that's number two. Number three, we also established what we call the Nupe Cultural Center. There's a building now that has been established that will house our artifacts, our culture, our tradition, so that when you visit Nupe land, it will take you to like a museum, so to speak. We have established that. You ask how have we been able to preserve, all these things. Yeah, that's why we have that
foundation.
Place there. Yeah, foundation there. The foundation and also the museum, if I want to, so that people can understand exactly what I'm talking about. We've established that. So making three. Number four, we also established what we call Nupe Cultural Anthem. When we sing the anthem, there's no way you will not find yourself standing up and then really.
But perhaps we should try that.
Yeah, we will. I don't know why you didn't bring it. Nupe, oh. So that's how it goes. We try to bring the essence of all these three things I've said in the Nupe man, that we should come together, we should praise God, we should exhibit who we are. That is the cultural anthem. So like I've told you, we have an organization, we have a museum where we preserve, like you said, we have an anthem that brings us together, and then we have the Nupe Day to showcase the finest culture that I'm sure exists in the world.
So you do not face any challenges as a people?
No, the challenges, you have to institutionalize. How do you solve those challenges? So the challenge of identity, we brought this out. Challenge of organization, we established the Nupe Foundation. The challenge of people uniting, we now bring what we call the Nupe Anthem, so that people will sing it, and then all it talks about is like when you sing the national anthem of Nigeria, it's espousing in you, who you are and why you should serve your land, and things. That's what we also have in the Nupe Cultural Anthem.
What about the challenges?
That is to organize. That's why we have the Nupe Foundation, and it has worked in areas that really it has. That's why you will find that in Nupe land, you will find us to be more homogeneous, so to speak, and like Honorable Ashe was saying, that we speak, in one voice, And how do you do that? We have to create that organization, which we call the Nupe Foundation, so that the encumbrances of the culture, of the traditional institution, we will now be able to overcome those things because people are coming together, without we obliterate all those boundaries that have been created, like we are found in Kwara State, we are found in Niger State, we are found in Kogi State, we are found in part of, FCT. So unless we create this organization that can bring us together, regardless of whether you are from Kwara, you are from this place and that place, we will not have been able to do what you are saying. So, and in terms of the political emancipation of the Nupes. And the economic progress of the Nupes, during Nupe Day, we always have lectures where we talk to ourselves, we look at what have we done, for ourselves. So we have been creative, in
addressing the
challenging
challenges. But how have you had a challenge with the younger generation? Because some cultures and tribes, they're losing touch. The younger ones are losing touch with their culture and tradition. That there seems to be a gap. Some will say, well, the Gen Zs do not want to, align with the culture and tradition of their people. Are you having that as a people? And then how do you intend to address that challenge too?
No, you see, to address that challenge, that's why we have the organization. The organization, of course, has its own youth, chapters where the youth come together and they sit down and discuss about the problems. And the fact of the matter is that you cannot but allow the youth to have their own space because it's their space, So definitely, like you would discover when you run elections, most people that you find coming out in terms of the voting population, almost 70% of them are youth. So you can't but allow youth to have a breathing space that is for them to express themselves by way of representation. And you will find them. Look at our governor, former governor, Morubago. Honorable Fati talked about humility of Nupe man, respect. And you can see, people were even getting it wrong, that when he went and then he kind of the ballet in front of Tinubu, they thought it was weakness. No, that is us, And you will find him, when he meets the emirs, he also, give them due respect. He bow down for them and all these things. So that's how we should be. We should respect constitutional authority. We should honor our traditional institutions because they are representing us. So you can't find what you find happening in other climes, other states. I won't mention any state, but you know what I'm talking about. Challenging their emirs, bringing them to distribute and things like that. No. That cannot happen where a Nupe man is in the saddle. It cannot happen because our makeup is to recognize and honor, a constitutional authority.
Okay.